She was probably the one that kept advising Pedro that he had to divorce you. Hello because everybody, welcome to my channel, Miss Criticizer 2021. Hope you're all doing well and welcome to my channel. Family of Chantel, Familia La Chantel, Season 4, Episode 8. Wow, this season is going by so fast. The good thing is this show is not really that long. So the episode starts with Chantel and her mom. They're at this antique shop because, as some of you know, if you see Karen is somebody who collects like weird collections. I don't know about that, but that's the woman's prerogative. And so they just have this discussion, talk, and of course the mom is saying, oh, how are things with you and Pedro? And of course Chantel tries to divert the conversation. And the mom said, I'm here to help. I wish you weren't this closed off. And Chantel said, listen, this is my business, yeah? It's my business. I'm dealing with it, so please, I don't want to talk about it. And the mom said, okay, well, what can I do? Next scene, we have Pedro. He's at work, so he felt embarrassed on the way how Chantel attacked his colleagues, and he felt it was very disrespectful. So of course he apologizes to his colleagues, his boss, on behalf of whatever Chantel. His female colleague said, damn, if I knew you guys had these issues, I would have talked to her in advance, because it's not really nice to see it. And of course, as usual, Pedro badmouths his wife Chantel to everybody, not only his family but also his colleagues. You see, Pedro really lacks maturity. But yeah, he badmouths them. He said to his boss that these are the issues we are having in our marriage, and the way she came was so disrespectful, attacking you guys. And he even said Chantel doesn't respect people. And the boss said, listen, have you guys considered counseling? Yeah, because the way I see, I don't want you people to break up. You know, at the end of the day, she's your wife. Even they came to her defense and they said she's a woman. At the end of the day, as a woman, she's emotional. It's not nice how she's feeling, and you people should work it out. And of course Pedro has nothing to say, and I'm like, gosh, Pedro. Even the boss said, even though Chantel didn't handle it well, but she's coming from a good place. I said, yep. So of course Nicole has this discussion with her friend Coraima about everything that's going on. She's depressed. She feels like there's no closeness between her family and her. She, Pedro, and the mom, they're no longer close like that, and there's a rift, and she feels so lonely. Alejandro is gone. She broke down in tears, blah blah blah. I would have really felt sorry for Nicole, but I don't really feel sorry for the girl. And then come to find out in the next scene, because she wasn't really looking too happy, but she said that, hey, she tested positive and she's pregnant. I said, gosh. And you know what, Mark, my loyal subscriber, thank you for actually mentioning it, because I'm always late with the episode, but he mentioned it before. And just like he said, this curse, already it's like, who is breaking the curse? From the grandmother to the mom to Nicole, illegitimate children from a married man. And I'm not even sure if Alejandro is divorced yet. So of course she's devastated. She calls Alejandro. Alejandro said, I'm here for you. If you want, I can come to Dominican Republic. And she said, no, I don't want you to come to the Dominican Republic. And she said that I am the one who has to go through this alone. I don't want your help, this and that. She was just so frustrated, and she hanged up on him. And I'm like, girl, what the hell do you want? It's either you cut it 100% off with Alejandro, or you're with the guy. The guy at least offers to come and see you, and you still have doubts. Like, I don't understand what Nicole wants. I'm a bit shocked. Like, if she didn't want Alejandro, she should have put her foot down and said, I don't want to have you. And then the fact is that you allowed yourself to get pregnant. No contraception, nothing. just in case, because a child is a lifelong commitment. Let me move on to the next scene. I don't have time for them. So the other scene, I'm going to save the most important scene anyway to the end. But of course, Winter and her mom, they talk about Chantel and the issues that she and Pedro have. They feel like Chantel is no longer herself, her bubbly self. She seems to be depressed as of late, but she's closed off. She's not going to talk to her family. Her family want to be there for her. But anyway, Winter also said that she met this guy also on the same app, the Christian app. And hey, they're going for cooking classes. She was there. And I saw this guy with the jerry curls and his 1994 necklace. And I'm like, there's something very sus about that guy. I don't know why. I don't really like to judge on appearance, but there's something about him that I'm not really going to say. Yeah, there's something about him. And Winter made the right decision towards the end, because she asked him like, oh, have you been married before? He said he's been engaged twice. I said, And she also said she doesn't feel any chemistry with the guy. He's a nice guy, but she doesn't feel chemistry. I said, yep, Winter, I could even see it through the screen. You deserve better, but hey, just proceed to date and see who is good for you. Hey, you're losing weight, you're being hot. Hey, test the waters and find your right guy. So, so now, finally, I get to the other scenes, Chantel scenes. And of course, Chantel is home, Pedro comes home. Chantel took the opportunity to apologize to Pedro and just try to explain her side, that she's just so frustrated and everything. And he said, at the end of the day, he said he feels like, oh, you don't support me, you've always been selfish, and you've been in nursing school for all these years, even after repeating year after year, and I had to put my life on hold for you. But then when I was doing courses, studying, doing everything, then you had an issue with it, and also issue with my new colleagues. Like, come on. And he also said that he wants a separation. He's not changing his mind. And of course, Chantel is devastated again, because she thought he would make it work. And I also said, damn, Pedro, you will not even fight for Chantel. Like, you will not even make an effort to fight for the marriage. You just checked out immediately. So it's going to be separation heading to divorce. I said, gosh, this is just crazy, seriously. So then Chantel meets up with her friend in the gym, the one that's married, the one we saw in the last episode, and she tells the aftermath about how things went when she met up with Pedro and his colleagues. She said things didn't really go that well. Friend asked, and so the friend asked, why was Pedro so angry, you know, at Chantel over there? And she said, well, maybe I think I was a bit emotional how I reacted to his colleagues. And Chantel broke the news and she said, Pedro wants a separation. And of course, the friend, like me, were shocked. And she said, damn, so he's not even willing to fight for you? She said, nope. And so Chantel said, I'm willing to put one last fight and swallow my pride, and I'm going to the Dominican Republic to see his mom. And the friend said, nope, don't do it. And I even said the same thing. And Chantel said, if this is what it means to save my marriage, I gotta do it. And I said, gosh. I said, gosh. Damn, Chantel is really willing to swallow her pride to do that. Chantel, you're just going to make it worse. Even as we can see in the next preview, you're going to make it worse. You know, and I know she wants to save her marriage. I'm not going to judge her. Sometimes we do crazy things just all in the name of trying to save our marriage. But again, in this case, what I see, Chantel, is once that glass is broken, it's broken. It cannot be fixed. Pedro checked out of that marriage long time ago. He checked out long time ago, and yeah, there's nothing you really can do And I think it's waste of time, money for flight ticket, and stress that you'll be taking to go there, because his mom don't like you. She's never going to like you. She's probably happy that Pedro is finally going to divorce you. She was probably the one that kept advising Pedro that he had to divorce you, because he was listening to his mom. And that's the mistake that Pedro keeps doing. That's the issue that I have with Pedro. Pedro does not know how to protect his marriage. He goes around bad-mouthing his wife to every single body. What is he expecting? He was doing it to his mom, and he expects his mom to give what, marital issues? If you should talk to anybody, it should have been a therapist, somebody who is not biased. But this is what you were doing, and you were listening to people that made the situation worse. I'm not saying that Pedro does not have the right to feel how he feels. He's human, he has the right to feel how he feels, but it's the way he goes about it. Yeah, people don't communicate, and he's listening to outsiders, specifically his mom, that is planting certain ideas in his mind, because he's left vulnerable and he cannot think. And now look here, he thinks he's much better than her. Anyway guys, tell me what you think about this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. Anyway guys, I love you all. Thank you. Bye bye.